Previous lecture class, we have seen single linked list creation and displaying elements of a list and inserting elements into the list in various positions. Now, in the continuation to the same, we are going to discuss the deletion of elements from a linked list. See, there are various ways to delete element in a linked list. Okay, so we will see all possibilities, all possible cases to delete element in the linked list, right? Before going into the lecture, for the comfort of the newcomers, okay, or new to this video channel, okay, please see this, the definition of the linked list. A linked list can be defined like this: chain of nodes. Linked list is a chain of nodes. Each node consists of two parts. One is value and pointer. Value consists of some data and pointer holds the address of the next node in the list. Okay, so here in the bottom you can see a head pointing to the first node. Okay, so always first node called as head node. A pointer will be used to point to the head node, and from there all the nodes are linked together. Every node's address part is holding address of the next node. So that is what we are doing here. At the end, last node holds the null as the address part, next part, because here there is no further nodes, so the last node itself is the end of the list. So end of the list represents with a null pointer. Okay, end node of the list represents with a null pointer, right? Now let us get into the discussion. Before going there, I forgot. See, this is the structure we are implementing for each node. Okay, node, struct node, and it holds two values, data and a pointer of the same structure type. Okay, because this pointer holding the address of the next node which is of same type, right? So that's why struct node star next is declared, and a pointer, head pointer, is declared. Okay, now see this. This is the list, existing list. Now I want to delete the head node. Okay, here the first node 10 must be deleted. Okay, so how to delete it? See, before seeing how to delete it, what happens if I delete it? Please see this. Okay, so if I delete this first node, the second node will be the head, right? And first node is not there, so second node will be the head. So that is what I am doing here. Simple single line statement. Okay, so what is that? Head is equal to head next. Okay, so head is equal to head next means head next is second node, and second node address is assigned to head. Then head will be pointed, head will point to the second node. So whenever head points to the second node, the first node will be logically deleted. Okay, because the link traverse will start from the head node only. So here head node is the second node, so first node is deleted, right? So this is the logic for deleting the head node, only single line code. Okay, fine. What is the next way of deletion? Deleting the last node, end node. Okay, so if what happens before seeing how to delete it, what happens if I delete the last node? Okay, if I delete the last node, last but one node's address part, that is next part, holds the null, because if I delete the last node, last but node will be last node, right? So definitely that holds the null address. Okay, right, now we will see how to do this. I don't have the address of the last but one node, so I have to get the address of the last but one node so that I can do it possible. Okay, so I am starting traveling from first node, that is head, So I took temp is equal to head. I am taking a pointer named temp to go through the list from head to the last but one node. Okay. So I am verifying whether the temp next is not equals to last or not. Because if temp next is equal to last, that means temp pointing to the last but one node. Once if temp points to the last but one node, I can stop there and I can implement my logic there. So here this while loop is only to take temp to the last but one node. Okay. So if temp next is not equal to last, I am writing temp is equal to temp next. So whenever I write temp is equal to temp next, see what happening. Here initially temp pointing to the first node, and temp is equal to temp next means temp will point to the second node. Again the condition is true, so temp is equal to temp next means temp will point to the third node. Again temp is equal to temp next, so it points to the fourth node, that is last but one node. Now what is temp next? Temp next holds the address of the last node only, right? So temp next is equal to last. That means the condition get failed. Failure condition. Once I encounter failure condition, I will come out from the loop. Right? Now I wait at last but one node. Now how to make this logic? Okay. So simple thing. I have to remove this link between the 40 and 50. So here in the place of the next, that is address part of this node, okay, I have to put null. When I put null there, the link between these two nodes will be removed. Okay, once link is removed, the last nodes have to be logically removed. And I already kept null in the address part of the fourth node, so fourth node is the last node itself. Okay, so this is the logical, this is the code to write to realize the deletion of last node, right? So temp next is equal to null, and now last, that is temp pointing node is the last node. So I write last is equal to temp, right? So logically the last node is removed. This is how we delete the last node. Now we will see the other concept. If you want, you can copy this code by pausing this video. Okay, right? By the third possibility is I want to delete a specific node. Okay, how could we identify the specific node? By the data value of that node. Okay, so the user will enter some element, okay, which is there in the list, and he wants that element to be deleted, okay, from the list. So for that, I using scanf statement, I read a value element. Okay, in this case let us assume that I read 40, element 40. Then what will happen? I will delete the 40 at the node which consists 40 value. Okay, so here fourth node consists 40. Okay, green color node. Now see, the same way as in the previous example, I am supposed to travel from head to the required node, that is node consists 40. Okay, so temp 1, I am taking 2 pointers here because I have to point to the target node as well as the previous node of the target node. Okay, so that is why I took 2 pointers, temp 1 and temp 2, right? So initially I took temp 1 is equal to head, means the travel starts from the first node, temp 1. Okay, and temp, I am verifying whether this data is equals to the element to be deleted or not. So element to be deleted is 40 and here value is 10, so it is, the condition is true because not equals to taken. Okay, temp 1 data not equals to element we took, so the condition is true. Then what is happening? I am assigning temp 1 to temp 2, means temp 2 points to the node which is pointing by temp 1, and temp 1 is equal to temp next. I wrote temp 1 is equal to temp next, means the temp 1 will point to the next node. Okay, so this is happening. Temp 2 points to the previous node and temp 1 pointing to the next node. Now now temp 1 value 20 is not equals to 40. The same thing will be repeated. So temp 1 pointing to the 30, temp 2 pointing to the 20. Again condition condition true. So going and pointing to the fourth node, that is the required node. Okay, so now the condition is true. False. Whenever the condition is false, we will come out from the loop. So we came out from the loop. What happens if I come out from the loop? Okay, so now I will implement the required logic to delete the node which is being pointed by temp 1. Okay, so how to do this? Before seeing how to do this, we will see what happens if it is deleted. So if 40 is deleted in the list, then the node which consists of 30 should be linked to the fifth node. Third node should be linked to the fifth node, and the third node's next is equals to the fifth node address. Where is the fifth node address? Fourth node's next is nothing but fifth node address. Now see, third node is pointing by temp 2 and temp 1 is pointing fourth node. So temp 2 next must hold the temp 1 next, right? So I have to write that logic. Temp 2 next is equals to temp 1 next. Okay, then this third node will directly point to the fifth node. That means the two links between third and fourth as well as fourth and fifth were disconnected, removed. When those two links are removed, logically the fourth node is deleted. Okay, so this is how we delete the specific node. Okay, so far we have seen 3 different ways of deleting nodes. Okay, one is deleting the first node, number 2 deleting the last node, number 3 deleting a specific node. Okay, this is the logic for that. Thanks for watching, and if you have any queries, okay, please write your query in the comment section so that I will reply. Otherwise, you can mark me a mail to this tuk.nani21@gmail.com. Okay, and I am going to upload a video every day. Okay, so to follow my videos continuously, please subscribe to this channel so that notification will come to your inbox. Okay, then you will not miss the videos. Okay, and please open the YouTube at least once in a day so that you can see the notification and follow the lecture series. Thanks for watching.